Okay, let me see. Let me get this going. Okay, let's see. Okay. We'll have to see how this goes. I hope everybody is having a good week so far. Work has been crazy on my end. And I don't know what's going to end up happening when we get our remodel, because we're supposed to be getting a remodel. Not a remodel where the building is torn down and, you know, it's made bigger and everything. I mean a remodel on the inside, because it's supposed to be a 5-day, I thought it was supposed to be a 7-day remodel, and then my coworker said it's supposed to be a 5-day remodel. So I don't know what's going to happen with that, and if we're going to have to work those days. And if my manager and my assistant manager are probably going to have to be there every day. I don't know about the rest of us. And if the rest of us are not going to have to work, I'm assuming we're going to have to work. I don't know. But I don't know. It just depends. So if I'll try and record when I can, is what I'm saying. Anyway, but yeah, I'm hoping everybody is having a decent time today. Despite how cold it is. I don't know if everybody else is feeling the cold. I definitely am. Hello, Demiurge. Hope you're doing well. And I see that I don't know if it's 3 people in the chat or if it's just 2 people plus me, because I just pulled it up. I have the chat open on my phone, and which means I have the stream open on my phone. I don't know. Anyway, you guys want to talk, I guess, about My Hero Academia? Because I don't want to wait for episode 23. I really don't. I really don't. I don't want to wait for episode 23 so badly. I want it so badly. I'm so tempted to watch the sub. Anybody else want me to do the sub, or do you want me to wait for the dub? I'm tempted to wait for the dub because some people have obviously, you know, said that the sub isn't very good. Some people have said that it's good. But from what I've seen so far, the voice actors in the English dub have been killing it lately with the emotion in their character voices for this arc. So I think that I'm gonna wait. But I just don't want to wait. Dang. Good luck with that. Hang on, I'm gonna get some socks, and my feet are cold. Oh shoot, I just realized I left that shirt sitting there. Hang on. Oh, don't even need the stupid, shoot. I don't even need the headphones on. I just wear them because it's normally how I wear them. Normally I wear them. Okay. And yes, I know my room is messy, I know. But considering what's going on in life right now, my mom's got her suitcase over there, and we still don't know if they're going in for his next treatment this week or next week. She's gonna find that out today. Hopefully, when they go in for his appointment, his doctor's appointment. And she should let me know, and I'm hoping it's next week, because then I'll be able to hang out with my friend Beth this week. And I'm hoping, over the course of the 3 days I'm hoping to hang out with her, that I can get her through season 3 of My Hero Academia, and hopefully into season 4. Because I want to get her into season 6 so badly. I want to get her caught up. But yeah, I know I said a bunch in the review for episode 22, but I don't know how many people actually... I don't think anybody watched the whole thing through, to be honest. I don't think anybody ever watches my reviews the whole way through, if I'm being completely honest with you guys. Because, you know, I mean, you want to get to the reaction at the very least first. That's usually what I do when it comes to, like, I watch the channel Blind Wave. They do reactions for the dub for My Hero Academia, and I'll usually go in and watch their reaction highlight, and then I'll come back to their YouTube channel and watch their discussion for the episode. And I'm waiting on them doing episode 22. I'm assuming they'll get it uploaded today, because they usually get it uploaded a week in between each other, so it should be uploaded today. But yeah, I really can't wait for episode 23. It's gonna be so good! Deku versus Class 1A, and I think I know of a certain somebody that's gonna be joining them. But yeah, yeah, Deku's smart. He's an amazing strategist, able to think on his feet in crazy situations, adapt amazingly when it comes to quirks. But, like Bakugo said, essentially, to put it in layman's terms, he'd set himself on fire to keep everybody warm, essentially, is what he'd do. And he's setting himself up for failure by not eating or sleeping when it comes to doing what he's been doing. Even the vestiges are telling him to try and rest, and he's not even listening to them! Usually I will, but when it comes to certain creators, I will watch their review afterwards, especially if the review is in the same video as the reaction. If they do, especially if they put it on YouTube, that's Renegade Media Group and Blind Wave. And I think the Normies also do that. I will watch listen to their discussion as well. Because sometimes they'll come up with something that I didn't think of when it comes to what they were talking about the episode. And I actually didn't notice when I was watching I think it was episode 21, when he was fighting Lady Nagant, that they actually showed a parallel for when All Might was standing up to those grunts, that it was essentially essentially the same thing as when Stain was facing off against everybody in season 2. I didn't realize that until somebody pointed it out in the comment section of one of the other reaction videos. I was like, wow, I never noticed that. So that's why I like watching the reaction videos, because there are comments in other videos that I never would have noticed until someone points it out. Yeah, I need to work on... I have so much to work on. I have a lot to work on, guys. It's just hard to figure out what to work on first, and finding the time, the energy, and the motivation to work on it. I'm not burnt out on YouTube, it's just everything else I'm burnt out on. And it's just, I guess, taking its toll on this. And it's annoying, because I want to get this stuff done. I really do. I wanted to get it done so I can get this stuff out for you guys. Because, I mean, it's because of you guys I even got this far on my channel. But it's just hard, because I would love to be able to sleep in. But, especially on a day off. But when I do, I feel like I've wasted those 2 extra hours that I slept in that I could have been using to record or edit. Well, yeah, obviously. But still, he could still get something to eat and sleep. He could stay with wherever Endeavor and the others were at when they were having their little discussion. He could have gone with them and gotten 6 hours of sleep while they were guarding him. And then he could have gone back out, gotten some food, eaten All Might's food, or even gone to a convenience store and gotten himself some food. Did he even wrap up his injuries that he got in the fight? Or is he letting his wounds fester at this point? I hope he at least wrapped them up. At the very least, because if he didn't, he's risking getting them infected at this point. Because, I mean, that's basic fighting 101 on there. Because if you're not eating and sleeping for days at a time, you're gonna be hitting a wall at some point. And then you're essentially setting yourself up to get picked off. And you would think that with how smart Deku is, he would have realized that maybe All For One might plan for that. Especially with how paranoid he is right now. Because he knows that he has several other hitmen that are after him. And with how, strategic All For One is, you would think that he would be coming up with several plans. And Deku would be coming up with several other plans, or at least thinking of plans that All For One might be coming up with. Deku's not stupid. He hasn't gotten this far by being stupid. I mean, heck, the whole thing with him getting any sleep around Endeavor and the others, he still has danger sense. He could get some sleep and danger sense would have woken him up. Seriously. Even still, even if danger sense even if it was something that wasn't gonna hurt him, it still would have put the others in danger, which would have, alerted it. The only time it didn't alert him is when it wasn't aimed at him, it was aimed at his phone, which wasn't putting him in any danger. That's fine, Demir. Just go take care of what you gotta do. Excuse me. But yeah, that's what he should have been doing. Finding a safe place with them to rest, then and eat, and getting something to eat at the very least, a sandwich or something. Then going out, doing what he's got to do. But yeah, it's just, even with the hired guns after him, surely he knows that running on fumes is not the smartest thing to do. But then again, Bakugo put it best that Deku has been like this since they were kids. Or at least since season 1, episode 2. At least. But yeah, hopefully they can knock some sense into him in episode 23. Because, to be completely honest, I think they have a chance at beating him. Because, if he was at, how he had gotten, plenty of sleep, if he had gotten plenty of food in him, he wasn't injured, or his injuries were at least wrapped up, then none of them would stand a chance against him. Not even Bakugo and Todoroki, combining their abilities, would have been able to stand a chance against him. But considering he's wore out, he's hungry, his injuries are still not healing, and they actually have a chance. He's at his limit, essentially. He's hit his wall. They actually have a chance at actually being able to knock him out and bring him back. As long as they work together, because even though he has gotten stronger and has kind of unlocked a couple more quirks, like I've said, he's at his limit. He hasn't gotten any sleep or food in him. You can't really fight at your best when you're tired and hungry. You can't do anything really good when you're tired and hungry. And these guys have been working, I'm sure they've been practicing with their quirks together and working on, combo moves and stuff since he probably left. So, yeah, they've probably been doing all that, and he doesn't know this. Sure, he's been analyzing their quirks and everything since he's arrived at UA, but he doesn't know all that. So they might have some new combo moves that he might not have thought of. Or who knows? Their quirks could have evolved or something since then. But yeah, I can't wait for that episode, because not only for the fight, but I've heard that there's going to be some character development for Bakugo, where there's something going to happen that nobody probably figured that would ever happen. And do you guys want me to spoil it? Because I know exactly what it is. If you don't want me to spoil it, let me know and I won't spoil it. But if you do, just let me know and I'll say it. If you don't say anything, I'm gonna say it. Because I don't have confirmation either way. Four people. Oh, for those of you who are new, I don't know if there actually is anybody in the chat that's new at this point. Super chats are available. Super thanks for the videos themselves are available. So for the shorts as well. Channel memberships are available. The cheapest one is $2.99, I think. So if any of those tickle your fancy, I should say, then feel free to do any of those. You can do those a one-time thing, or you can do it over repeated months. But yeah, it's available. It's not required. It's optional. What am I hitting? I keep on hitting buttons on my stupid keyboard. Anyway, since... Oh, wait. Has anybody said something? I am not sure, to be honest. I don't think anything is gonna... Oh, wait, It might be two things. Because two things are gonna be at least starting that I know of in April that I'm going to be picking up. Dr. Stone Season 3 starts April 6th, and there's a new show that's supposed to be starting in April that I wanted to pick up. And what was the name of it? It was something along the lines of The Sacrificial Princess and the Beast King or something like that. It's supposed to be starting in April. I'm hoping there's a dub for that. Let me look that up real quick. Because there's supposed to be... There was a list that I was looking at. Spring 2023 anime. Oh yeah, Eden Zero Season 2 is supposed to be starting April 1st. Oh, I guess I'll be working on finishing Eden Zero. That's another thing I need to do. Shoot. Looks like In Another World of My Smartphone starts in April 3rd. Season 2 for that is, anyway. The Ancient Magus Bride Season 2 starts as well. A lot of things I picked up already have their Season 2s. Here we go. Sacrificial Princess and the King of Beasts starts April 19th. That is what I was wanting to pick up as well because it sounded interesting. And you guys know I'm a sucker for a romance. It's a shoujo fantasy and romance manga. Based on a shoujo fantasy romance manga. It's on Crunchyroll. Is it gonna be... What? I swear to God. Oh, okay. Here we go. I don't know if it's gonna have a dub. Anyway, since nobody is saying anything on that... Oh shoot, I was looking over the thingy. And I exited off the list. Shoot. Anyway, that's what I was originally planning on picking up from April. But it looks like there's a bunch of stuff I could pick up in April. I guess it just depends on what I can finish between now and then. I'm hoping if things calm down at work and my parents are here during spring break and my sister has time off during spring break so she can have the kids, because if they're at Nashville during spring break and my sister has to work during spring break and I have to deal with the kids during that whole time they're out, which includes I think it includes the Friday before spring break, that weekend, the entirety of the week, plus that weekend obviously, and then they go back to school. I might have a bit of a breakdown, because dealing with them over the weekend is hard enough, and dealing with them in the afternoon after school is bad enough on its own with nobody else helping me. Especially when you have to add in I have to go to work as well. Dealing with all that by itself is bad enough. Them being home all the time and not being at school, that's going to be a lot worse. So, I can't say for sure what's going to happen when it comes to recording during spring break for them. I hopefully will have an answer on that when it gets a little closer on, when the next treatment is around that time. And if my sister's going to be out, or if she's going to have to work, or what, because she's trying to get a different job that's supposed to be paying more, but it's a full-time job, and the hours are not very ideal when it comes to this whole situation, because the hours she has now are more ideal to dealing with this current situation, because she gets done at work at around 5:30 at night, and that's usually perfect, because she'll come and get the kids and take care of them if I have to close at work. Otherwise, I usually will come home from work and get the kids off the bus, and then I'll deal with them for the rest of the night. It usually will work out. And then she'll, if I have to deal with it, if I have to close, it's usually on the weekend. And she'll come and deal with them on the weekend, which is fine. Or she'd be off at that point, which would be even better. So, if she got that new job, that would throw a gigantic monkey wrench in all this. Anyway, I got a little off topic. The spoiler that I was talking about, since nobody wanted to answer yay or nay on that, is that Bakugo apologizes to Deku for all the bullying he did to him. He tells him he's sorry. I'm assuming he's genuine, and I'm assuming that's not Toga. Because, I think Toga pops up in episode 24. I think, from what I've seen I've seen, pictures, like, I've been on Facebook, and I'll be scrolling down, and I'll see a post talking about, I guess Toga having gone insane or something like that, and there'll be a picture sitting there of, I guess, Uraraka pulling Twice away from Toga, who has turned into Twice, And I'm like, when did this happen? And I'm guessing that would have been episode 24. And I'm like, okay, when did she pop up? So I'm guessing she pops up either at the end of episode 23 or in episode 24. Or something like that, because it has to be in during season 6. And we don't have many episodes left. So it's gotta be episode 24. It's gotta be episode 24, 25, or 26. Because I only got a few episodes left of season 6. And oh boy. We're getting down to the wire, guys, when it comes to My Hero Academia. We might be I don't know how much longer they're going to be working on the manga, but once that manga's done, we're going to be having to say bye-bye to My Hero Academia. And that's going to be very sad for all of us because I love this show. Okay, thank you. Thank you, because people would probably think, that's very out of character, Bakugo, considering in the first episode he told Deku to go kill himself. But then again, we've seen character growth out of Bakugo during this whole dang show. And considering how he went and risked his life to protect Deku in a previous episode, not too back in the past, it makes sense that he would actually apologize to Deku. But yeah, that is going to be one of the big things that I am actually looking forward to seeing in the dub, I might add, because like I said, the voice actors in the dub have been killing it in season 6 so far. I don't know about the sub because I haven't been watching the sub, but I'm assuming they've been killing it too. The voice actors have been essentially killing it. Though I've heard that apparently there was a translating error in episode 21 when it comes to what Deku said to Chisaki involving Eri, because apparently he was supposed to say something along the lines of direct those feelings towards Eri, like his guilt over what he did to Pops, towards Eri, and then I'll grant you your wish of saying you're sorry to your father figure. There was apparently a translating error from what I've heard, and that was in the dub, apparently. But other than that, that's not a dubbing error. That's a translation error, I should say. That's not a voice acting error. But other than that, from what I've heard, both the dub and the sub voice actors have been killing it in this in the season. And I'm actually looking forward to the dub because I can't wait to see how this is going to go, because especially for the emotional stuff, because Bakugo, I'm sure, is going to kill it with this. Deku definitely, especially considering I'm sure that, I'm hoping that the, more emotional side of Deku will come out in this episode. I'm sure it will. Especially considering he probably never would have expected Bakugo to apologize to him for all that. Considering it's Bakugo we're talking about here. And Bakugo's, the angry guy who doesn't really talk about his feelings or ever really apologize. And when he does, it's more of a... Dang it, how would I put it? I guess combine it with like an angry insult or something like that. I don't even know how to explain it. But yeah. Anyway, I can't wait for that episode, but yeah, I'm surprised that we didn't get a encounter between All Might and Stain in episode 22. Considering we saw Stain, a brief glimpse of him, after Deku had left, and All Might had been left in the rain. Because we saw him, and I'm like, oh, is he gonna pop out and confront All Might? Because All Might was the only one that he wanted to kill him, essentially. And even though All Might is now weak, I still think that he still holds All Might in high regard, because his morals and his viewpoints and all that have not changed, even though he's now weak. He still has not changed, like, personality and his morals, because that is still the same. And that was why he held All Might in such high regard, because he viewed All Might as a true hero. So I would think he would still have such respect for him that he wouldn't go all outright and kill him. I would hope. To at least have a conversation with him, at least. But sadly, we never got that. Hopefully we get that at least maybe in a future either episode or maybe season 7. Maybe? Maybe when they're rounding up the last of the villains? I don't know. Anyway, dang it, what was I saying? I don't know, I know of the other quirk that Deku unlocks. I just don't know if we get to see it in this season or if that's season 7. If it's this season, oh boy! Everybody's in for a treat. From what I know about this quirk. Hmm? But, yeah, that's definitely going to be a real treat for people who do not know about the quirk. And I know there's still some plot holes that have not been addressed. And apparently, I've been actually wondering something. Toru, Invisible Girl, essentially. How is she refracting light when her only quirk is supposed to be invisibility? Because, I mean, Tokoyami's got a mutation quirk, and yet he's got Dark Shadow, which is his actual quirk. Mina's got a mutation quirk with her appearance, but she still got her acid quirk, and... Actually, what am I saying? So, Toru's invisibility could be a mutation quirk, and she could have the ability to, reflect light? Which means that she might be able to, turn off her invisibility? Because apparently... I'm bringing this up because apparently her actual appearance, what she looks like when she's not invisible, gets revealed at some point in the manga. Really? That's what I've been hearing anyway. I don't know if people are just trolling others, or if it's actually true. And if it's true, okay, that's gonna be interesting to find out. And I've got an idea of who the UA Trader is, because they kind of brought that up way back in season... I think that was hinted at back in season 1, and then brought up more in season 3, I think. But they never really did hint more at who it is. Since then, I think. Unless they did and I didn't pay attention. Could somebody let me know on that? But yeah, I've got an idea on who it is, because I think I spoiled myself on that. But I think I know who it is. I'm not saying who it is in case anybody wants to remain unspoiled, because I hate spoiling myself on stuff. But I see something and I want to know more. Like, see a character and I want to know more about the character. Because, for example, I'm doing roleplays for My Hero Academia. And the person I'm doing the roleplay with wants a certain character as their romance interest. And I don't know much about the character's personality, so I have to go and look up the information. And thus I end up accidentally spoiling myself on stuff. Which gets annoying. Or I get naturally curious about that sort of thing. And, yeah, I end up spoiling myself anyway. But yeah, I've got an idea on who the UA Trader is, and there have been many rumors flying around on who it is. People have been speculating on who it is. Some people think it's Kaminari. Some people think it's shoot. That's the only one I could think of besides Toru, Aoyama, and who else have they picked? Those are the only 3 that I can think of that they have mentioned, that people have mentioned in theories on who the UA Trader is. Off the top of my head. And I know who it is. And to be completely honest, I thought I knew who it was because it would make sense. But apparently it's not this person. And I was like, oh, okay, why not pick? I guess they wouldn't pick the obvious person. Okay, like I said, I'm not saying who it is, because for those of you who don't want to know, obviously, I'm not gonna spoil it. Unlike I spoil myself. Dang it, my hair. I want to get my hair cut so badly. I hate having long hair. And I need to fix myself some dang lunch, because it's going to be lunchtime soon, but I don't even know what I want. Excuse me. But yeah, there are still some plot holes out there that have not been addressed. Oh yeah, another one. Another plot hole that has not been addressed, which many people have been theorizing so many things about this character. Where the freak is Midoriya's father? From what we know, apparently the guy is off on business. And he's the one who can breathe fire. So many people have been speculating that this guy, that All For One is his father. That, shoot. People speculate that All Might is his father, and I'm like, that is definitely not the case. Because, as far as we can tell, his mother met him for the first time during that meeting in, season, 3, I think? Yeah, season 3. Because I think that's the season when they went in the dorms. So it couldn't have been... That couldn't have been the case. Besides, he looks nothing like All Might. Anyway, but then again, yeah, he looks very much like his mother. But yeah, I kind of do want to know where the heck his father is, what he does, and what he looks like. I want to know more about the character, essentially. Can we get, like, an episode, at least, maybe, about the character, what happened to him? Maybe how his parents met, at least? Maybe, like, a flashback episode? Maybe his mother's flashing back to all that when he left or something? To go on that business work or something overseas? I don't know. Because then maybe that'll put the theorists at rest on who this guy is. Because I highly doubt it's All For One. Because why would he go... One, why would he go after his own son? Two, we've already established that Deku has obviously no quirk. And which would take away that theory that his quirk was stolen, obviously. And, 3, we kind of already established that this guy is either a sociopath or a psychopath that's obviously incapable of really loving anybody, so why would he go and get married, or at least have a kid with a nice lady like Inko Midoriya? I mean, she's a really nice lady. Why would she go for someone like that? I highly doubt she'd go for someone who can't really even... How could she fall in love with someone like that? I don't get it. How can anybody fall in love with someone like that? Anyway. Although I will get behind an idea, maybe, that it's a possibility that maybe All For One might be his ancestor. Because, I mean, I haven't seen many people with green eyes in this show. Because the original holder of One For All, you know, the one that's the vestige, he's got green eyes. And Inko's got green eyes, Midoriya's got green eyes, he's got green eyes. Who else has got green eyes in the show? Anybody want to give any ideas? Who else has got green eyes? I don't remember. Were there many people with green eyes in the show? I don't remember. If anybody can give me an honest answer on that one, that'd be great. So, I think based on that alone, this is me grasping. This is how theorists are grasping at straws when it comes to theories. Oh, come on. Don't tell me we're gonna get a I am your father reference in a future episode. Come on, don't do that. Don't do that to us fans. And if we do, it better not be to Midoriya. Because that'd be like a big middle finger to the rest of the fans. And to Midoriya, because I'm like, what do that to the poor guy? It's already bad enough that he has to deal with this guy trying to kill his father figure and everybody else he holds dear. This guy turned out to be his own dad? Like, what the fuck? No! No! Don't put the poor cinnamon bun through that. No. No, do not put him through that. I cannot talk right. I cannot talk right, guys. But yeah, shoot. And stream has 8 views so far. Really, only 8? I could have sworn it had more. At least to 10. Where was that? Oh, yeah. I'm trying to find. I gotta go back on my feed on my Facebook page. Yeah, I highly doubt it. I really hope it's not the case anyway. Because like I said, that's a big middle finger to the poor little cinnamon bun who's already been through enough. Now let's see, where is that thing I thought I shared? Or I at least liked. Is it in here? No, I don't think it's in here. Shoot. No! Dang it! I was gonna pull it up and show you guys. I was on Facebook the other day and I found a little comic strip thingy involving, I guess, something involving episode 23. And it showed Ida holding a chibi-fied version of Deku in his costume with the hood up, or the hood down, and him holding him out to Bakugo. And then it showed underneath that in the next panel, him with the hood up and him with chibi tears, and I was like, oh, that was so sweet. I wanted to share that with you guys. That was so sad. I want to give Deku a hug. I don't care if he's not real. The poor kid needs a hug. He's got a heavy burden on his shoulders. But yeah, I found that on Facebook and I thought that was the most freaking adorable thing, yet sad thing I ever saw. And I thought I had liked and shared it. And I was going to pull that up and show you guys. But I couldn't find. I thought I did, but I didn't. And I don't even think I could find it again on Facebook. And now I don't even know what it would be called. Dang it. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Because I don't even know what it would be called. I'm sure somebody's seen it. See if I can find it. I doubt it. No, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Not it. I said comic. There we go. Found it, actually. Wow. Huh. I actually found it. Who would have thunk? Okay, guys, hang on a second. Let me see if I can show you guys. Enter full screen. Here we go. Let me put this in my thingy. Hang on, guys. Okay, guys, this is what I'm talking about. Look, see? See him like that, and then... Oh, I just want to give him a hug. I just want to give him a hug. Oh. See, I just want to give him a hug. But yeah, I liked and I liked and shared that. I could not do that. It was so sweet. How could you not share that? If you're a fan of My Hero Academia, how could you not do that? Poor Cinnamon Bun's been through enough. Been through enough his whole life. Anyway, shoot. But yeah, like I said before, I don't know why they didn't add that scene in where they could have had an encounter between All Might and Stain. Why didn't they do that? Because they could have had that and had Deku see that, and if he saw that Stain wasn't going to attack him, he could have held back and seen what could have happened. Because that could have been an amazing scene right there. It could have. Are they just waiting for, what, Season 7 to do it? I hope. Because I'd love to have a scene like that. We finally get the confrontation between All Might and Stain, even though All Might is Small Might now. 53 minutes. Ooh, I'm about to lose a bunch of views. Oh, guys, I actually checked my thingy for the monetization, and how long have I been monetized? October, November, December, January, February. Not quite 6 months, and I've gotten a little over $72 already. I'm not quite there, but I'm almost at the point where I can get a minimum payment, essentially. Which is insane. And it's all thanks to you guys for watching the videos and watching the ads. Thank you all so much for that. And for those of you who are doing, the channel memberships and the 2 super chats I got. Yeah, I do need to work more on all the shows, to be honest. I'm hoping that once things calm down and my dad gets all his chemotherapy taken care of, maybe I can get back to start working on all that again. Once, like I said, once things get back to maybe a little bit more of a normalcy. And hopefully, once that tumor is about gone, he'll get his strength back, and he can, go back to work, maybe, I hope. Then maybe things, like I said, will get back to normal. And I can start working on videos again like I normally do. Because then I don't have to worry as much about if I'll have to watch the kids over the week or whatever. And then, like I said, things will get back to normal and I'll be able to finish shows a lot easier. But until then, I gotta do what I gotta do. So if there are days when I don't get videos out, then you guys know why, obviously, because all that comes first. I still try to get videos out, but it ain't always going to be happening. And yes, I've been using ain't. I know it's not a real word. I don't care. Excuse me. Anyway, I think I'm going to go on ahead and end this stream. I apologize for not making it very long. But I'm going to try and figure out what I'm going to have for lunch. And try to maybe get a video edited. And hopefully get one uploaded today as well. And I'm hoping this stream will get me a little bit of revenue. Because usually the streams will give me maybe $1 or more, maybe. I mean, heck, the latest Ruby video I got out, it got me almost $3 of revenue. Coupled with the membership that I got renewed yesterday as well, it got me over $5 of revenue for a day. So, I mean, that's good. Anyway, I hope you guys are excited for more My Hero Academia and all the other stuff. I'm excited for My Hero Academia. So, I'm glad I got freaking Saturday off. Oh, boy. Actually, never mind, because the way My Hero Academia has been lately, episode's not going to come out until probably later on in the night anyway for that day. Anyway, so even if the truck shows up and I have to go help, it ain't going to matter.